quite a smart, intelligent thing to do. So if I get to that and he's putting his head, I put the back of my hand on his forehead and I roll it out of the way. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Coach Tom, this is Dave, and we're gonna have a look today about an awesome little hack you can do to totally maximize your cross-choking effectiveness. Big thanks to everybody. We've finally hit our 100,000 subscribers. So we've made these t-shirts up. They're available in the link in the description below, guys. Thanks for your support. And we've got plenty more videos coming, guys. We're only getting stronger and stronger. Let's have a look at this hack. So if I've got Dave here, we all know how to do cross chokes, most of us, all right? But if we rotate a little bit here, you'll see a big hack. So I credit my Professor Master Carlos Machado, red and white coral belt, with showing me this. And by showing it to me, I mean not only teaching it to me, but doing it to me many times. So once we've got a deep grip, and that deep grip is the key. Without the deep grip, I can't pull him down. Without the deep grip, he can break my grip. When I come to this side and cut him down, we're often gonna find resistance. So if we rotate a bit more, let's have a look at some of the resistance we might find. One is he tilts his head a bit to that side, so I can't even get into his neck like this. Very, very common, and quite a smart, intelligent thing to do. So if I get to that and he's putting his head, I put the back of my hand on his forehead and I roll it out of the way, okay? So you see how I did the back of the hand. I'm not slapping him. I'm not some dodgy 50s husband, all right? I'm gonna put it on his temple and move it, okay? Then I can put it onto his jaw because he'll try to reclamp it in again probably, and move it, and now I put it into his neck. Once it's into his neck and I turn it, I get the scruff, get my finish, okay? This can use the same principle of turning our hand like this, guys, can be used also to pry his chin up. So sometimes they put their chin down, and it's not wrong, it's somewhat of a roadblock. So when his chin's down, if I try to just grab in like this, there's distance. If he lifts his chin up now, you see, look at that distance. So to get rid of that distance, I do the same thing, and I'm gonna use this styloid head of my ulnar bone here, this little arm, as a bottle opener, like a bottle opener here. So as I've got Dave and he's putting his chin down, I put the back of my hand and I use it to lift. See how I lift? And now I get the scruff, okay? Very, very effective. We're using the back of the hand to come in. One of the other things that can often happen is what we call the answering the phone defense. And while people tend to do this with both hands, I'll just show you a little tip here. If he tries to answer the phone on this side with this hand, he's giving me the back take, okay? Or an armbar, so it's not really that effective for him to use that hand. But if he uses the other hand, it is quite effective, okay? So people often call this answering the phone defense. So while I can use this hand to try to pull it away, it's ultimately arm versus arm. It's not very intelligent. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the end of this lever. So I still like to have my hand like this, and I'm gonna get my elbow into this pocket, and then I roll it down, and now turn my hand into the collar. Again, don't go like this, hold it like this, and turn it in to get that collar. Okay, guys? So if he does do that answering the hand defense, we stretch beyond, drag down with the elbow, then turn in and get it, okay? So you can do the same thing for mount. You imagine if I was mounted on Dave here. And guys, it's always a fine line with cross chokes, you know? Like Dave's a personal buddy of mine as well as a student here. So I wanna be nice to my training partners, even if he wasn't my buddy, you know? Like, I don't wanna give him like crazy gi burn all over his face, okay? So what I can do from here is rather than just trying to come in here, if he does the answering the phone, I can still drag back with my elbow, but rather than just trying to grab in here, I can still always go the back of my hand and then turn in to get that scruff, okay? So I'm always going the back of the hand. Again, we don't just want to try to bully our way in, because ultimately, I'm trying to be nice to my training partners. If he uses two hands to block and he's really not giving me anything, I'll usually slide up, keeping my grip, and go into the armbar straight from there, always keeping this grip. Because then ultimately, even if he holds onto his arms now and doesn't want me to get him, I can drag him up and I'm now on his back, okay? So once you've got that deep right hand in, the world's gonna get pretty bright for you, but do your best to try to put your hand in this way and then twist, and it will be a big game changer. When I first felt this, when I was a purple belt under my own professor, this was a real game changer for my cross chokes. I never really had good cross chokes. And then this was a big part of my journey to not only getting good at them, but absolutely loving them. Simple, effective, old school, classic. They work for so many things in so many ways. I hope you get more cross chokes, guys. Awesome.